The G Gundam series has a lot of unique designs, like what if the Soviet Russia designed the Gundam? But today we are looking at what if Gundam was female and was designed after Sailor Moon? Hello everyone, and today I will be reviewing quite an interesting kit. It isn't new or fancy, but I've heard it is sought after kit by a lot of Gundam fans. This kit was sadly out of stock in my local store, so I got this bootleg from AliExpress. As I mentioned in the intro, this suit is from Mobile Fighter G Gundam and was part of Neo Sweden. Her design looks very much inspired by Sailor Moon. The original kit came out in 2011 and cost 1,500 yen or 8 euros in Japan. Currently the best price I was able to find was 18 euros, while the bootleg I have here cost 18 too, but was for both normal and berserk form, which I will be reviewing on a later date. This bootleg was produced by GaoGao, and this box is a faithful recreation of the original Bandai box, except the Bandai logo is removed, and the name it says is Nobel Prize Sailor Moon instead of Nobel Gundam. The instructions are copied almost exactly. On the front, Neo Sweden Mobile Fighter, and here all the parts of the normal instructions, including the colored pages. But the runners were all changed. In the runner section, they were colorized, in the original they were black and white, and the stand is now black instead of white. For the stickers, they did something quite funny. I thought that this originally didn't look right. It's because they are not right. They used the same ones for Nobel Gundam normal form and the berserk form, but they chose the default one to be the berserk one. This is why this pink is not the same as white on here, and this reddish pink is not even close to the red on the model kit. I only found out that later, I didn't see that during the unboxing phase. I only found out this later, I didn't see that in the unboxing phase, because I only unboxed this one, and then a few months later I unboxed the Berserk one. And as you can see, I painted the front skirts so that they would look like the RX-78 with the yellowish, and it didn't have yellow back then, so I painted it gold. So let's talk a bit about the issues with this kit. The Bandai design is not perfect. The hair completely prevents any movement of the head like backwards, and you cannot get her in the sitting position because the hair goes over legs. You will have to move the head to the side like this. It's kind of annoying. Also, the Bandai design had this peg in the leg right here. It is awful, and it might as well just break very fast. It's one of these pegs. It's not completely full. It's just like two parts, and I absolutely hate those because it's just so easy to break. Then specifically on this bootleg, the shoulders were tight. The hands might not fit. On this one, they were fine. You could like take them out decently easy. Well, now that I say they don't want to go. This one disconnects rather easily. The other one is tight, so you might need to work on that. The side skirts were extremely tight when I installed them first, and you see this peg is already starting to break. And I reinforced it with a joint strengthening pen. The legs on my specific version are very floppy. The arms are sturdy, but the arms on the other one are not. The stickers, as I already mentioned, are different color from the colors on this kit, so they won't fit very well. So this kit is quite a mess of tight joints and ones which are too loose. Also, these legs are made symmetrical, so you will have like this line that you have to sand down because of this one as well, because they made just them the same. On Bandai they are not the same. The rest I think is quite normal. And now the hand is extremely loose. The plastic rubbed off and it's extremely loose. Dang it. And I forgot to mention that these parts of armor I had to glue because they would slide up and down. Just this part and this part, they would just go up and down, preventing the movement. And be careful when you glue them, if you need to, because it might leak into the joint and you will break it. Which did happen to me with the Berserk version. So let's get into accessories. There isn't that much, just 3 pairs of hands. You have holding hands, the peace sign hands. The ones which are already installed on the kit are the open hands. They're just relaxed. They are under an angle, so you can't really make it go like this. You can't do that. And you have some not color separated hands for the God Gundam, which is like the holding her in the air kind of hands, which do come with the original Bandai kit as well. Also, she has different pink ribbons. This is the beam ribbon. It's just a beam saber handle with a ribbon stuffed into it. There is 2 of it. You can just make 2 beam sabers of the same kind or 1 and 1. Then there is a beam hula hoop. It's a long one. But this is the one which is smaller in size. It's just this small. And this part is meant to weight it to hold to the ground while she's like in the air poses. And this is the large radius hula hoop. I prefer the other one, but this one works too. Then there is a stand. It's not too sturdy, it just wobbles everything out of place. There is a special connection at the top because she doesn't have a standard 3mm peg. If you look here, there is like a tiny hole which she goes on top of. Remove the hair for the better grip, I guess. There we go, like this. And then you just put back skirt on and like it never happened. And onto the stand. There is also like a flying forward pose which you can equip on this one. It disconnects from this connection and can go forward. Or you can also plug this one just into the base itself. So she's just like this. These 2 are the unique parts of a bootleg. It's alternative chest area for her. Of course it wouldn't be in the anime, but the Chinese had to add something extra. And by saying extra, I mean extra. To install, you simply remove a bow. Put the bow on the chest. And fit the chest on the kit. And this is how she looks like with a large chest. I'm not a huge fan of this. It looks very unnatural. I would prefer bow to be like somewhere here maybe, not on the very top. Alternatively, you can make it the other chest. It is smaller, but still comes with a bow. And also looks very unnatural because of the bow itself. If I was them, I would just cover these holes or make them on the bottom, like on the middle. I would never display my figure with this on. I don't like it. I'm just gonna keep the bow as the designer intended. The last thing that comes on the runner are these alternative head parts, which are meant to be for the berserk form, but they also come on the same runner as the normal head. So you can technically build the berserk form head, but you don't have the hair. So it will be quite pointless for this one, but if you have both, you can alternate the head scopes, which is nice. Articulation time. So the head is on a double ball joint, so it can move forward like this and move back that far, but hair prevents you from looking higher up. If you take it off, you can look a bit higher. And also you can turn without your hair. Full 360 degrees. Look down this far. Slide side to side because of a ball joint. It's not a double ball joint, it's a peg into a ball joint. I was wrong. But with hair, barely any turning. Forward is unobstructed, back is very obstructed, side to side is fine. Hair is on a ball joint, so can move slightly. Even though it plugs in, you can move it like this, out of the way. And it plugs into the head, so if you don't want it to move, it won't. The body has a slight crunch at the waist. It's on a ball joint, so it can move side to side. You can rotate it at the waist though, fully. Full 360 degrees. The arms can move out that far. It's on a ball joint, but it will pop out if you try too much. Full rotation. There is no back, tiny bit forward. There is very tight 360 rotation at the shoulder. Elbow is a single bend, so can get about 95 degrees. Hand is on a ball joint, so can do all the ball joint things. The front skirts I cut in half, so they separate, so they can move up this far. Back skirt is completely paralyzed. Side skirts might be a little tight, but can move up that far. The legs can move into a full spread. Maybe a little bit more than 90 degrees even. Slight rotation at the thigh. Not 360 and not even 90. This peg is horrible. A full frontal kick of 90 degrees. Absolutely no back kick, not even like 5 degrees. It can move slightly to the side, the crotch area. The knee has a 90-degree bend, exactly 90 degrees. The foot is on a ball joint, so it can move like this. And there is also another rotation, so it can move till this, or this. Except from ball joint, there is no side to side, but that is plenty. So let's get her into the normal pose and see how she holds up. There we go. She can stand. I think the posing is a bit lackluster for the kids that have double joint in arms and legs usually, but for her size, it is pretty good. Size comparison time. Here is high-grade Bandai Master Gundam, a bootleg Rose Gundam which I just obtained, Bandai Gun Tank, Master Grade Zeta Gundam, and Lego knockoff Roxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. So as you can see, this kit is a bit smaller than the high grades, but of course it would be with a female model and more accurate scale to that. So here are my final thoughts on this kit. I think it is pretty cool and unique looking, like a lot of things from G Gundam fighters. I kinda love that series so far with all the kits that I have obtained from it. They are fun, they are extremely unique and pretty easy to build. This bootleg though needs some consideration. You would need to be able to fix some parts that are too tight or too loose, like the legs, and it's very inconsistent in between prints, because on one kit I have legs that are very good, on the other they're horrible, and the arms are the other way around, and then the pegs in the crotch joint, they are not very good. You would need to reinforce them with some metal rods so that they don't break over time or slack and just slide off. The hair on this one prevents a lot of movement, but you can deal with it pretty easily. The color accuracy on this kit is actually pretty good, except for the back of the hair, which you can easily paint because it's just a solid piece of plastic, and you can just spray it with some black paint or use markers on it and it'll be fine. That the stickers are wrong and they're from Berserk could be solved by just doing the paint yourself. It's not that difficult. I painted the eyes and the rest of the things with just markers I had. You also need to make sure that the hands do not get stuck. On the Berserk one, I have some issues where it was too tight. So you need to check if it's too tight and then loosen it up, or apply some glue if it's too loose. There is quite a lot of fixing, but for this bootleg it is decently expensive, and I wouldn't say it comes with a lot, but I can say it is a worthy contender to have in your collection. So hope you all enjoyed this video, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.